Hey gang, Tony here, and I am with you with an actual video that I lit correctly and will actually be able to edit as well, because I finally updated my subscription for Adobe, which I have been kind of holding off on because of the irregularity of which I've been making videos. Luna has been waiting very patiently to say hello to everybody. She's been underfoot from the moment I started moving yard sale finds to the center of the table. I think she knows what's happening. Happy summer. It is officially summer, even though it doesn't quite feel like it. And I'm okay with that. Just want to point that out. I am totally cool with 70-degree weather and low humidity. Please let it stay that way. I did mow the lawn today, so I'm going to have myself a nice beer to wind down and talk to you, my friends, who I don't see nearly often enough anymore. This is Dogfish Head 60-minute IPA, a favorite of mine. There's a ton of shit surrounding me that I have to show you guys. This is officially a yard sale finds video. My brother and I went to flea markets and yard sales Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But before I get to that, very quickly, just a little bit of an update. I'm very proud of this and happy and excited, so I want to share it with you. I finished writing the first draft of my newest novel. I do believe the title is going to be The Crimson Cycle. I got about 115,000 words written, which is roughly, in paperback, probably like 450 pages, something like that, just for frame of reference. I do have to edit the crap out of it, but I'm very excited. That's what I've been working on, why I haven't been making videos, why I haven't been sculpting. I've been working on my writing. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I know that was perhaps not that interesting for some of you. I am going to start us off on the yard sale find stuff. On Friday, Mike and I went to what is essentially the biggest rummage sale of the year, this church nearby. It was a little frustrating for me, as those sorts of flea markets are, because all the dealers come out. They know that, you know, they know what's happening, they plan, they get there super early. And I witnessed directly in front of me at least 3 instances of, oh my fucking god, how did they get it before I did? And it was pretty sad. I saw someone snag a blow mold right in front of me, and that one hurt deep down inside. Ooh, the burning. But it's okay, because I got some amazing stuff too. So at the flea market, that I was just talking about, I got a stack of VHS tapes. It was one of the easier areas that I could pull things out of. The Nightmare on Elm Street. I actually have a copy of this, and I only got it because I thought it was the media version. I only realized later that all the tapes were the crappy Video Treasures versions of them, the ones that don't have a real label on them, just like printed directly on the tape. So, I mean, it's pretty much trash, but, you know, maybe I'll give it away. It's garbage, I'll give it to you. I also got Prom Night, which unfortunately is also Video Treasures version, but, you know, still, that one I don't have. I'm glad to have it. We got The Demon Within with Christopher Walken. I'd never heard of this movie, but I saw serious Christopher Walken on the cover, and I thought I had to have that guy. Princess, I Shrunk the Marios. Right there. The reason I got it is because, I don't know if you could see, but underneath it says, plus, Rowdy Roddy Rotten's pipes with Rowdy Roddy Piper. Yeah, that's why I got it. How about The Craft? I, for some weird reason, don't own a copy of this at all, and I haven't seen it in forever, so, you know, sometimes I get it's nice, like 25-cent VHS tape instead of having to spend $10 on a Blu-ray or whatever. And I also grabbed Vampires, John Carpenter's Vampires, which I also don't own, and again, you know, for 25 cents or 10 cents or whatever the heck these were, cheap. In that same section at the flea market, my brother spotted this, so I grabbed it. It is the Stephen King Companion. And it looks pretty old, so it's probably not a full companion. I guess maybe to the early works beer. 50 cents? 50 cents! So I snagged myself some Halloween Chicken McNuggets These are, of course, the little chicken McNuggets, plastic guys like that, and then they have different costumes. There are 2 pumpkins, I like so. That's the witch. Frankenstein's Monster. Frankenstein. So it's kind of cool for 50 cents. Here, I'll show you the garbage one. Garbage Lucy. It's gemmy, and it's supposed to do something when you put batteries in it, but when I put batteries in it, nothing happens. That is not that, that's not that surprising. I knew I was taking a chance. I believe it was $1. I probably wouldn't have bought it if it was more than $1. I'm going to show you some other stuff like this that's broken a little later, and if anyone is like handy with this sort of stuff, like you guys know how to fix the animatronics that break real easily, I'm going to be selling lots of as-is broken Gemmy and other animatronic stuff on eBay. I'll leave the link in my description if you guys are interested. I'm going to be putting up cheap, probably like, you know, the shipping will be a little bit because I'll do big lots of them, but I'll probably start them at like anywhere from 99 cents to maybe like $4.99 just to get some bidding going. So you could grab this stuff up cheap and then like fix it if you know how. I don't, so I'm not going to waste my time. So this is the best thing from Friday. The best thing from Friday was beer. No, not beer. The best thing from Friday was this. It is a box of horror skulls. This was meant to be like purchased by a store and then set up as a display. I'll show you, because it was already kind of bent to do that. You know, it would be like displayed like, why am I having trouble with this? It would be displayed like so on the counter, and then inside the box were the horror skulls, and then, you know, you buy like one of them. Here are the horror skulls. This is a cheap made in China kind of stuff, and they're not that old. I'm gonna estimate, there is no date on these, so I'm gonna estimate probably like 90s, maybe early 2000s, so not super old. But the box, though, the art on the box and the fact that it was a nice display box like that, man, I mean, I had to get this. How much? Would you believe $1? Yeah, $1 for that. So, of course I bought it. Alright, so that was the best stuff from Friday Beer. I do want to show you very quickly a couple of things that I got 2 weeks ago and 3 weeks ago. So I'm dipping back a little bit here. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen most of this stuff, but not everyone follows me on Instagram. Hey, follow me on Instagram. I got 2 packs of Gremlins 2 cards. This pretty sweet Total Recall comic that is signed and numbered and has an authentic, you know, certificate of authenticity on the back. That was only $1. I was like, okay. T2 pin that is lenticular. I did an Instagram post of that. American Zombie. Yeah, man. From even further back, I got some pins, Batman pins. They actually had a ton of these in a display box. They had a bunch of these in a display box, and I wanted the whole box, kind of like how I got the display box for those horror skulls. But he wanted $20 for the whole box, and he was selling these for 25 cents each, so I bought a buck's worth of the pins, and I passed on the display. Okay, so what's next, beer? And Saturday at the flea market was a bust. Saturday at the flea market, I bought 2 recorded VHS tapes from the 90s that had movies on it that I thought might have some cool commercials. Unfortunately, they're all taped off of Showtime, so no commercials, just movies. What made up for the awful flea market on Saturday was one golden surprise of a yard sale. The best, 2 of the best items from the entire weekend, so you're going to get those early on. Essentially, I got out at the yard sale, my brother immediately was like, Tony, whoosh. I was like, whoa, just like that. Thumbnail for the video? I think so. I ran over and I was like, how much for these 2 items? And they said, $5 each, $10 total. And I kind of hemmed in. I mean, I wasn't even trying to get them to go down in price. I was just kind of checking it out. And eventually she was like, take everything for $10. There's all this other stuff around the two big items. So I got everything I'm about to show you was $10. I'll start small and work to the best, as always. Ceramic haunted house. Yeah. Put a candle in there. These are from the House of Lloyd. I probably wouldn't have bought this if she didn't just give me everything for the $10. And then another House of Lloyd in a box. This is a ghost that is supposed to have a lamp with it. You can see there on the picture that there was like a little light switch. This guy here looks kind of like, almost like Grandpa Munster a little bit. I don't know if it's supposed to be Grandpa Munster or not, but it's one of those, you know, they dance and sing. Okay, so none of this animatronic stuff, the small stuff, works. That's I remember I said I was going to sell a lot of stuff. This guy is pretty neat, but he doesn't work completely. This one I might try to fix, because I really like it. A Frankenstein version, and this one has the box. So you could see on the side that there was a Frankenstein, a witch, and the vampire, I guess. This one might have the dancing but not the music, or the music not the dancing. I really only took it because they essentially gave it to me for free, because I was going to buy these other two items for $5 each. No question. Hands down. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, you ready? Are you ready for this? Oh, here it comes. Beer. Here it comes now for real. What? Oh yeah, that's right. Look at this guy. Look at this beautiful motherfucker right here. That is, now you guys know my affinity for the big motionettes with that plug-in 24-inch motionettes. This is not Telco. This is Topstone motionette, which are actually, some of them are more rare. This is a pretty rare one. Sold for, I saw at least one sold for like $145 plus shipping on eBay. I'm not selling these. These are my babies. This guy works completely. Everything's good. They don't have. This one does not have sounds. Topstone was older, so they don't have sound. The bulb lights up, the head moves, and one arm moves, but not the other. That's how they're supposed to work. I was so excited about that. And this other one, I think, is rarer. I'm not entirely sure of the actual value. Oh my god, it's freaking... You could say King Kong or just a gorilla, but... Man, look at that. Look at that lovely mother. Oh yeah. Now check this out. This is so old that the bottom is made of wood. It's not plastic. That's freaking wood. The base... Alright, so a couple of issues with this guy, unfortunately. There was something supposed to cover this that got taken off, probably so they could tighten the bolts, because he was a little loose. I tightened them myself, but that's not a big deal. And then the next problem is that if you look at the candle, it's missing the black tube that goes around it. That I think I could fix by getting a little PVC at Home Depot. I think I could get a little PVC at Home Depot. If you look at this guy, you'll notice it's really just a black cylinder. So I'm going to try to fix that. Unfortunately, the other problem, and this I don't think I can fix, is that, remember I told you that the Topstone, the head moves and one arm moves. His head moves, but the one arm doesn't. It does light up, so it malfunctions with the one arm that's supposed to move, this arm here. I'm bummed. I really don't know how to take these things apart to fix something like that, and I don't want to force it too much. I tried kind of pushing it a little bit, but for $5, a rarity item like this, I am thrilled. Those are my favorite pieces. Okay, so that was Saturday, and then my brother wanted to go back out on Sunday. We went to Flea Market again, and I picked up a few more little things. I'm going to show you what those are after I drink some beer. I got a stack of DVDs. This dude was selling DVDs for 20 cents each. What? 20 cents? Fucking load me up, man. I'm going to run through these quick because we are, of course, getting kind of late here. Actually, this first one I got a different day. Storm of the Century. I paid $1 for that one. We got Stargate, The Grudge, Ghost Stories as aired on Fox, Dreamhouse, Never saw that one. Never saw the Ghost Stories thing either. Premonition. Don't know what that is. It was some Asian horror stuff I just took because I thought it might be good. Mirrors. I feel like I've seen this one, but I can't remember it. I essentially like pulled any horror that they had. 28 Weeks Later. 1408, which I might own already. I can't remember for sure. Corpse Bride. Taking Lives. Don't remember that one. And the remake of Black Christmas. Of course, the internet is all abuzz with the upcoming remake of a remake. So I figured, I've seen the remake, but I figured pick it up, whatever. Next is some retro stuff that made me very happy. First, we have 2 Kool-Aid figures. Oh yeah! We got tennis player and the, weightlifter. Those guys are cool, huh? Yeah. Still in the baggies. That was 50 cents each. And then we got 2 Kool-Aid cups. Look at these mother. They were 10 cents each. He had a bag of these. A giant industrial bag of them sitting there. Same with these little figures. He had a giant box of them. So he's just giving them away, basically. I bought one for my brother because he wasn't going to buy it for himself. 10 cents. Come on. I actually have a purple one that I sent away for when I was a kid using the little stamps, the little things that you would like collect from the packages. So I had to get, I don't know, I didn't have the red one. I had to get it. I still have my purple one. And then finally, for a mere 25 cents, I got this really cool plastic mask. Of a witch, I guess. And if you look inside, you could still see the little price sticker from Ames for $1.29? Yeah, $1.29 from Ames. I mean, that made it for me, to be honest. But, I mean, how do you price something 25 cents? Or 10 cents for that matter? How is that even making you any money? I'm not complaining. I bring pocket change now to the flea market because everyone's selling shit for like 10 cents these days. It's crazy. That, my friends, is... Oh no, there is one other thing. It's just somewhere around here in beer. Actually, truthfully, and again, this is Instagram stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, you should follow me on Instagram. I post pictures. I got a couple of cans of the Stranger Things 85 edition design Cokes. They are at the Dollar Tree for $1 each, so go pick some up. That's pretty cool. And I also got I did order, because I'm lame like that, I did order the Stranger Things new Coke that came with the bottles and the cans and everything. Again, I mean, this is on Instagram. I'm sure you've seen it elsewhere. They got the new Coke in there. I'm not drinking this because I'm not a soda fan to begin with, really, and I only hear bad things about it, so why would I ever drink it? And they also had a couple bottles in there, which was pretty cool. That's just an original Coke, and this one is a Coke Zero, but it has that black label, which is pretty sweet. So, I have a little weird Coca-Cola Stranger Things collection for some reason now. I don't know why I do this to myself. Guys, my friends, you sat here for 27 minutes and 47 seconds with me talking about shit I bought at a flea market and yard sales. I appreciate it so much for you hanging out. I don't do this very often anymore, so I figured, fuck it, let it fly. I'll just go for the full-on, let's do an hour now. I covered everything, though, so I'm going to head out and finish my beer, which is actually almost empty because I kept doing the little beer joke. I'm going to try and make more videos. I keep saying that, but, I will, now that I got the software to edit again, I'll see if I can, get back in there. Have a great day. Oh, it's been so long. Breathe deep in the night, everybody. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.